Hi, buddy. Rachel Sampson here. In this episode, we're going to briefly talk about the different currencies in this game. Very overwhelming and confusing when you start. So we're going to talk about what each of the 6 types do mean and how to acquire them. So I'm in the pilot profile on the second tab, so you can kind of see all the money I have currently at the moment. And we're going to start with the credits. Credits are the most common and basic. You get these from doing encounters, explorations. You can get money in little card packs. This is really easy to obtain. You can also get this from selling items that are T1R1, so Tier 1 R1 gray. You get these from selling in the market mall in your station, and those are very common to get. And you with all these currencies, they're not really tradable between them. So that's how you get this and use it. This is used in the mall as well to buy all the things you want to try out, start with. And and obviously it tells you a little bit here how to get them. Then we go to Gala, which is also heavily used. So Gala is the trading post, basically the player for player. So this is where you can buy blueprints or materials that others have made. And Gala, with the trading post, these are only items that are unlocked. So if you go to your warehouse and you see a lock button by an item, that means it's locked and cannot be sold via the trade market and has to be sold via the mall, which at a defaulted lot cheaper price. So it's not as in your favor. Sometimes it's better just to keep it when you need it. The Gala can also be acquired via the Iridium, which is basically purchasing money. However, the most common way to get Gala is by selling items on the trade post. When you sell an item, there is a percentage that the system takes back out, and there's a cost for selling things. And that money comes from your credits. But when you do sell something, you get Gala. The catch with the trading post and selling, once you sell an item, it is 4 hours before you receive an email with the money in hands. It's not immediate, and that's done for multiple reasons. So Gala is used to get enhanced and upgraded items. So anything that's green of tier 1 all the way to gold, and then T2 and better. Some things are not in the market, and some things are. Some things large quantities. So yeah, this is a big deal. You also can acquire 100,000 daily by getting enough not intel points, points. I'll show you the tab by doing encounters and the explorations. Pangea is very specific. It is done for the pilot businesses. Once you reach a high enough level, this will unlock for you. And this is pretty much contraband and items acquired from the pirate stores and just random kind of like items. I wouldn't call them relics, but they're just random items that you collect and you can sell to different locations. Most of them have, all of them have timers that rotate, and so if you don't get there in that time, store may not be open, and you have to wait for the reset of the next timer. So you basically are dropping off contraband and other things to these stations and selling them to them. Contraband, in this case, when you go to do that, anything in low or high sec, you will be targeted by the NPC gates. So just make sure you bring some shields. And there's a little icon that says you're carrying contraband on you. But these items can be decent, and you can turn these in for a bunch of different items, development speed ups, resources. So it's just another form, another method of content in the game. Core points, kind of what they are. They're basically points you earn in your corporation that you're part of. If you're not in a corp, you should probably get in one. So each player can acquire corp points for the corp by doing different things and earning benefits. They can also acquire corp points in massive amounts of them when you buy different things in the gifts packs. You'll see that it says like providing gift corp points, and you need to continually check the corp tab, and under corp benefits, you'll see a little red dot showing if there's anything new, and then you'll just click and hit claim. And that applies to everybody on the corp. It's not just a one person thing. And by getting corp points, you can get a lot of different things. This is probably heavily used for minerals and speed ups. You can also get some of the recruit cards to roll for some blue, purple recruits and green. So corp points is a very active thing. Also, owning Sav goes directly into how much corp points you can also get on a daily basis. So the higher group you're part of, and the number of Savs that you're getting, their number just goes up and up. So this can be depleted very quickly, but you also gain by activity by your other corp mates. And Iridium, we were kind of glanced over this. Iridium is basically the method that you pay for some the form of currency in Iridium, and then you can convert, but you can also get some other rare items and perks for it. And also buying some gift packs sometimes provides you automatic Iridium as well. So it is to get some very unique and rare items is this kind of currency. Merit points um, is just consider it reputation. So the rep missions that you do, this is where, when you do those, this is where the points come from. You'll sign contracts and the rep missions to increase the amount of merit points you get in experience, but everything you do rep missions wise adds into this, and this is strictly for getting better items for your ships and ships. Um, by faction. So there's different, each faction has different things in their shops, and you would have to unlock those to get some of the things. And to even use some things for merit points, you have to be at a certain rating for that faction. So you have to be better than, accepted or idolized in some areas. So you maintain that. So you kind of build this up and then buy what you need. And you can take some of these and sell them in the trade posts, or you can use them personally. So these are the 6 methods of credits. They all have the kind of a separate indicator, what they are. Very confusing initially and overwhelming initially when you're trying to figure out what to do with what the money you have. But there's also weekly, on the badge, there's weekly incentives for some of these things to earn an X amount to unlock things. So just pay attention to it. Some people are really heavily invested in some of these, and some people earn more than others based on trading and all that. But that's what these 6 are. If you ever have a question, come to your pilot profile, and then come to the second tab to see how much you have in each carrier. But you can also go to each of the sections. So the merit shops to see how much merit points you have. You can go to the corp tab. You can go to the trade post, mall, business, and you could go to the gift packs to see how much of that. And some of this is available and shows up when you open up your warehouse, these 2 specifically. So hopefully that clarifies a little bit what these do and what these are. Um, and if they ever change them or add more to the game, who knows? So, but these are not really cross-blending. They have specific uses for each one. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button, and also get you some more videos soon.